You're listening to The Snipers Club, and this is our free Thursday preview for round 24, and I'm your host, The Sniper. Well done to all our listeners who had Joey Manu to score last week, and he scored pretty easily, barging over that particularly weak Manly left-hand side in effortless fashion. The good news is that we've got Manly again this Thursday, so let's inflict similar damage to those bookie satchels. We made a total of 16.5 units profit across all of last weekend's games, which equates to £825 profit for the weekend at a £50 unit stake. So do join our members Telegram before this weekend starts. You can find our joining link in our Twitter bio at Snipers Club NRL. So let's get stuck into the action, guys. And we've got the Sea Eagles taking on the Panthers at Brookie. Just before we start, if we do get today's selections right, so this will be the third week in a row that we've put up winners. We had Herbie 2 weeks ago, and we had Manu last week. So fingers crossed it continues, and we've got some pretty good ones here for you guys. Let's kick off with some quick stats, and conditions are perfect at Brookvale, by the way. Manly have only won 3 of their last 18 games against the Panthers since round 12, 2012. Penrith have scored at least 42 points in their last 2 games at Brookie. Penrith have won their last 5 matches against Manly, all by very big margins, except for one in 2021, which ended 28-16 to the Panthers. Manly need to win this game to have any realistic chance of finals footy. Brian To'o has 9 tries in his last 6 NRL games. Dylan Edwards scored 4 tries in the game when these sides last met earlier in the season, but he's been struggling to score tries since. Looking at the try map, the Sea Eagles concede most tries to right wingers with 17, followed by fullbacks with 13. The opposing right winger is Brian To'o and the opposing fullback is Dylan Edwards. The Panthers concede most tries to fullbacks with 9. That's a particularly low number, and the opposing fullback is Ruben Garrick. So the mighty Penrith bandwagon has just rolled on, and it was pretty easy for them last week when an absolutely on fire Nathan Cleary helped defeat a pretty toothless Storm outfit by 26 points to 6. He had a scintillating kicking game and was just in an absolute world of his own. They barely gave the Storm a sniff in the process. Meanwhile, the Sea Eagles lost against a slightly better balanced Roosters outfit by 16 points to 26. Manly looked particularly vulnerable again on the left-hand side, with Manu and Suali'i both scoring down that edge, but they also struggled with their right-hand side defence, with Billy Smith and Tupou exposing DCE and Saab on 3 occasions. Tupou scored twice and Billy Smith scored once. And to make matters worse, this weekend Manly are without Lodge, Aloye and Paseka. And at the moment Cleary's got his ball on a string and nobody can get near him because he's so well protected. The crazy thing is that with Zach Hosking playing alongside To'o actually looks even more dangerous, as Hosking tends to offload straight away rather than Crichton, who often dummies a pass then goes himself. Hosking gave To'o 2 try assists last week, and he totally bungled another one, so he could have put him in for 3 tries. And this guy's a back rower. So what an unbelievable system Penrith have got. Who can dethrone these guys? How can they dethrone them? And it gets a little dull waxing lyrical about the Panthers the whole time, but Nathan Cleary's got so many players who can fill in at any position and dominate play that he can rest players whenever he wants. And that's particularly useful in the run-up to the finals because they're still winning, and he can give the players that he needs to a rest and make them even stronger for the games that matter. So it's going to be tough to topple them and to stop this three-peat from actually happening. And we haven't even spoken about Cogger yet, or Cleary, who's had a 5-week break himself. And the same thing happened last year. He got injured a few weeks before the end of the season, well, say halfway, just after Origin, and then he had a break, and then he came back even stronger, and they ended up, winning their second one in a row. So it may happen again this year, so keep an eye on that. One word of note, if you're looking at same game multis for this match, guys, do bear in mind that Sorensen played 71 minutes last week, and Liam Martin played 70 minutes last week, and Martin's been carrying a niggle. So do the odds you're taking actually reflect shorter game time? Have a good look at that, guys. You've got to be getting value long term to get plus EV and to win long term when you're betting. So don't give the bookies the edge they're looking for. Looking at Manly now, Jason Saab looked short on confidence last week, and he wasn't as good as he normally is in the air. Olukwatu looked dangerous, and he found Kola with a Joey Manu-style run towards the end of the game. And he put Kola through for a try rather than trying to pass to Saab. And this helped Kola keep up his hot streak. He scored probably 3 weeks in a row, I think now. But do check that. Lodge went off injured in the match against the Roosters after only 8 minutes. And they hung in there. They stayed in the game as much as possible. But they do seem to lack direction at the moment. And they should have lost to the Dragons the week before. We spoke about that in last Thursday's pod. The issue is, without Turbo, they lack creativity, and Seibold's press conferences don't exactly inspire confidence. So, is he inspiring confidence within the playing group? Do they need new blood to come in and shake things up? Are some of the older players just a bit too comfortable in there? DCE's having one of his best seasons ever, but who else is actually coming through the system? Schuster looks like a world beater at times, but other times looks really, really poor. And we highlighted this last season when he didn't play very well. So, can you rely on him, game in, game out, to put in a performance for 80 minutes? We don't think so. Can he produce magic for 10 or 15? Definitely. So it's a tough one there on Schuster. The Manly scored all of their tries when the Roosters were a man down to a sin bin. That was Nathan Brown who got sent off. And 2 of the tries that they did score were to pretty insane kick chases. And another serious concern for Manly is that they're conceding penalties at an alarming rate at the moment. Right, on to team news. For Manly, Sean Kepi comes in for Matt Lodge. Ben Travojevic moves into the starting side, and Kelma Tuolangi moves to the bench. For the Panthers, Tungo is out, Luai is out, and Kenny is out. So Jack Cogger replaces Luai, and we expect Crichton to play at left centre, with Zach Hosking retaining his place at right centre. And we think that Sonny Luke will start when late mail's released. So expect the new guy, the rookie, to not actually get a game. We think Luke will get some decent minutes here. Right, onto our verdict. During Origin, we found a major weakness in the Queensland team when Crichton was named left centre. He's got an excellent record when he faces DCE, and he'll be able to expose him again here. He's in good form, he scored last week, and he's unlikely to offload to Taruva should the right gaps open up. So we take Stephen Crichton, anytime scorer, at $2.15. We take that for 3.3 points, and that's best price at Bet365. And on the last pod, we spoke about another bet that we liked, and that was for multiple tries to To'o and Cobo. With the Panthers changes, and with the UK odds being far lower than those in Australia and the USA, we'd rather just take the more sensible multi, which is To'o to score 2 or more, running on to Cobo to score 2 or more. And we'll take that for 1.2 points. The double pays $10.50, and that's best price at Paddy Power and FanDuel. So To'o 2 or more, running on to Cobo 2 or more, and it's $10.50 for that. So good luck, guys. We hope you enjoyed the pod. Good luck with Critter. Let's make it 3 in a row. And you can find our joining link in our Twitter bio. Please like, share, and help our channel grow.